I come from a land of love.
G'day guys, welcome back and welcome to Girl in the Garage. So it's exciting, look what's come. We all know what's behind the pink package. Yep, it is IntoResin Day and my new molds have arrived. And because I've been having a little break, I've still got to do my one from last month. So let's have a look. What have we got? Just scoot that one aside. So we've got turtles. So this is a set of the shaker turtles. Cute or what? So I won't open them because I don't want to scrunch, but we're going to pour them. So let me just sit them there. And we've also got the water ripple photo frame. Can't wait to do that. And can't remember what this one is. We better open this one. I think it's another turtle. Gosh. Some scissors. Oh, wrong side. Yeah, look. It's a crystal turtle with a star and the baby crystal turtle with a star. Oh, so cute. And the leftover still from last month. Let me just make some room. Because this is massive and heavy. Two pieces. And it is like the jewellery box organiser in that shape, and it's fully all blinged out with gems. How awesome. Oh, that's a heavy mold. Look at that. So excited. So it's fully got gems all the way around. Oh, it's going to be so pretty. Alright. I am going to go and make up some resin. So see you soon. So I've made up 12 ounces of this new resin that I thought I'd just try because it was quite cheap. I'll probably put the price up on the screen because I can't remember now, but it's called Kick Move. So I'm going to give that a go tonight. It's a 1-to-1 by volume and you have about a 45-minute working time and cures in 8 hours, but we'll chuck it in the G3 curing machine to see if we can speed that up. So I am using Pearl-X tonight, pigment powders, and we're going to be doing the 2 sizes in the shaker turtles. So I've got 3 ounces in each cup, and this is spring green. So I'm just going to see how I go with 1 scoop because they are quite highly pigmented, the Pearl X mica powder. It's Pearl X by Jacquard. So we're doing a different mix of colours tonight, not our usual sort of colours. You'll see what I mean once I start mixing them up. Just wanted to do something a little bit different. So I'm just going to let that settle for a bit. I can't see my stick, so I'm thinking that's enough. Then my second colour, I'm going to go with Interference Red. And I'll do another heaped spoon. We'll see how we go with that. Whoops, flicking it everywhere. I should always just pop a little bit of resin in your cup first. Put your powders in. Give it a good mix up and then add more resin. But I'm sure you guys know that already by now. I've just been a naughty trying to cut corners. And if you don't want to see me mix up, you can just fast forward. But I know a lot of you guys are new and you like to see it, and a lot of you guys just like to watch it anyway. But for anyone that doesn't, just fast forward. So that's good. Can't see my stick. Let that one sit. So can you guess what my third colour is going to be? I'm actually going to go with Flamingo Pink. Pink and green, eh? I know a lot of you are saying pink and green can't be seen, but I just want to go a little bit different, and I think actually it would look nice. I'm just going to mix this in slowly this time so I don't fluff out my mica powder everywhere. Making sure that I scrape my sides because I want to get all that powder mixed in. That's good. So I'm going to give this another stir. I will pop it in the vacuum chamber. If you don't have a vacuum chamber, just let it gas for a good 10 minutes before you start pouring. And in my last cup, just got some clear resin for our shells. But I was thinking I might put a little bit of diamond dust in it. What do you reckon? Just a tad. Yeah, I think so. I don't want to add too much because it does overpower. If I might have a micro spoon, so I'm just going to do a half a teaspoon, just a little bit more actually. Put my lids on. Use my paddle. Right, so I am going to pop these in the debubbler and then I'll come back. Probably won't be able to see the little bit of sparkle in that. It's mostly on my stick at the moment. or paddle, I should say. No. But you knew what I meant. All right. I'll come back when these have been debobbled and we will get pouring. Okay, so these are all bubble free. So let's just pour our shells or turtlebacks. Now hopefully I've made up enough resin. And I don't want to fill it all the way up. So I'll just let that level out. We'll do our little one as well. A little bit more here. Just a tad. I should have actually checked my measures. So I've got about ½ an ounce left. So 2.5 for both of them. Right, so I'm just going to quickly write that down before I forget. Okay. Now let's do our turtles. So I'm just going to do a sort of random thinking I want the clear in the middle, then I want the pink, and then I want the green, so what do you think of these colours together? Probably not everyone's cup of tea. But I wanted something a little bit different. A little bit more green in this one just to fill it up, I think. Oh, looks like I've got something blue in there. Oh my goodness, what is that? No idea what that was. Okay, a bit more green, pink in this one. Okay, how are we looking? Not bad. A little bit more frame in this one. That's now full. And I think I called that clear before, didn't I? Gosh, I don't know. Having a brain fart. Looking good. Thinking they're full. And then do a little bit of a swirl. I doubt if it's going to stay like that, but it'd be good if it did. What do you reckon? Like those colours together or no? Okay, now that they're full in the spritz, which will make things move. And we've got lots of resin left over. We might put it in our frame, because why not? Pour it a little bit differently. Now, I'm not sure about this frame. I was thinking about it before, and I don't think I'm going to pour it all at the moment. I've got an idea, I think. But I need a little bit more full. Gosh, I've still got heaps of resin left over. Spritz them all again with our ice purple alcohol. Now, I do have these, but I want to actually do them, you know, with Mica. With alcohol ink. This one's only quite little. Let's do the green. Just so we don't waste our resin. And why not? Because I'm sure everybody else has done them in alcohol ink. So let's do ours with this. So we'll just do it like this, see what effect it gives us. What do you reckon? Hopefully we might get some marbling. Should have done that with the little one. Oh well, never mind. A little bit more. And I might just put a little bit of clear in there. Okay, that's that one. Just clean this, my little drips up. Wasn't watching, was I? Okay. Be better. How's that looking? Okay, let's spritz that one. And that one. And I'm going to find something to put this in. All right, I'll surprise you. Okay, so these have all cured. Sorry about the bright lights or the reflection in my molds. So before we demold, I went back this one in clear. You could do the whole lot in clear. That way you've got a clear coating for your photo. But I'm actually just going to stick this over the top of another photo frame, just so I can mix it up a bit. And this is just my random plate that I just put some diamond dust and I think I put some really fine glitter. I just had it in there for, I don't even know why. So I've got some new resin. This is called Kisrael. And it's fast cure, so it's a 4-hour demold. So I thought I'd give it a go because it's relatively cheap. And I got it from Amazon. So I mixed it up. I'm going to put it in the debubbler because there's no point. It'll just make more bubbles. And I didn't get out my flamingo pink. I'm going to use the green, spring green, and the interference red just to fill up my plate. My clear resin sitting on the side. So I've got about 2 ounces there, and I used a little bit just to put in here because I'm making a mold and I just want a flat bottom. So I've just put some clear resin in there. So I'm going to pop these out to the road. Move this one over here. And hopefully I've made up enough. So what I might do my clear first. So it's just been sitting here degassing for about 10 minutes. So while that's degassing, you can clean up your cups and your stirring sticks, that sort of thing. That's what I do. Now I'm going to just spritz. And I am expecting bubbles, but you won't really see them. And I just want this filled up a little bit more without going over onto the, say, glass bit. Although there's no glass there, but if we imagine where the glass would be. And I mean, if you had an old photo frame, you could put the glass from it in this. That would be an idea. But I've got another idea. So I'm not doing that today. Just want that to level out, but you see that I need a little bit more. How's that looking? A little bit more. Oops. Hopefully that's enough. Let's give that a little spritz. Is that a spritz? Is this a spritz? Now I'm just going to pop my clear resin over here just so I don't knock it over. Do my stick. Put that away. Okay. Let's pour. So I'm just going to pour randomly. Hopefully we've made up enough. It's a lot more green than I do the interference red. Oh, how's it looking? A little bit more. Oops. That's looking pretty good. Okay. How's our bubbles looking? You can always get your heat gun out. Give that a bit of a torch. Blow, I mean, not a torch. You don't want to torch these molds, or IntoResin ones. You don't want to torch thin ones either, because you will fuse your resin onto your mold. Oh, this glare, I'm trying to get it so it's not glaring. Oh, how's that? That's a bit better. That's it. All right, let's get these out. Assuming they are cured. Now, generally, everyone does these in a alcohol ink, which I was going to do too, but Turn it that way, didn't it? And it's out. Oh, cute. Little Tootie. A Tootie turtle. And look at that shell, isn't it gorgeous? Sparkly. See the little eyes and mouth, which can colour in with paint pen, but I'm just going to leave it like that. It's so cute. Little Tootie. It's a tiny little bit of trim, but pretty good. Okay, let's have a look at our other one. And they come out really easy. Ooh. You reckon? A little bit of trimming. You can see marbling. What do you think of the pink and the green? I love it. Oh, another Tootie. Little eyes. So I probably will colour in the eyes. I'm not a fan, but I even have some stickers that are that tiny. All my OGs know that I'm more of a fan of sticker eyes or glass eyes. That sparkle. And I did pour a lot more pink into this shell. And then I put the green in the head and the feet. I don't know if you remember that. I love it. You can see a little bit of the green coming through, but adds to the effect. Okay, let's do our shakers. Let's do the little one. Again, they're coming out super easy. Try not to touch the inside of my mold. Come in. That. Oh, look at that. It's awesome. Love it. Marbling is so awesome. Much easier to marble in a flatter surface like a tray, that sort of thing. Okay, and let's do the shell. Super clear. It's perfect. Yay. I'll just take it off for a sec because we want to put some stuff in there. Okay, let's do a big one. Get rid of that random hair. Okay, ready? Here we go. Ooh, oh, another nice one. Couple little bubbles. So I didn't go around with my stick or my silicone tool, which is what I should have done. I didn't even think about it. Ah, another brain fart. Look at that marbling. Oh, I love it. These ones don't have little eyes, but we can soon add some eyes if we want to. Okay, let's see what our shell looks like. Super clear with our little bit of diamond dust sparkle. Hopefully you can see that. You see little bits of sparkle in there? Okay. Awesome. So those little bubbles aren't going to matter because you're not going to see them once we put the lid on. So that's even better. Don't have to worry about fixing them up. They fit really good. Got one a little bit smaller that I got from Timo. Doesn't fit real good. I don't know where I put that. I can find it. Floating around here somewhere. Alright, I'm going to find something to put this resin in. And then I'll come back and they're all cured. And you can see what I've done. So these have cured. So I think I'm going to leave the frame like this. Now you could do this many different ways. actually got a piece of glass that I think is going to fit that, because it should be just a standard 6x4, I guess, photo that would fit it. You can make a back for it. You can attach this to another picture frame. You could get some little D hooks and you could put one on with some wire. You could put two on with some wire. Many different ways to display it. So should we get it out? So you can see I actually, off camera, I end up just dragging my stick through it, backwards and forwards through the colours, just to make it look more blended, and I like that. So I don't know if that's going to be on the front, but I'm liking it for the back. Let's get it out, hey? So if you poured this all the way, it would be quite thick. But hopefully it's pretty. Now it's going to have the water ripple effect, so I don't know what it's going to look like. Love this mould. Okay, so shall we have a look? Here we go. Oh wow. Where's the blue come from? Or purple? I don't even know. But I'm loving it. So it's when I've dragged my stick through. Don't know where the purples come from. Blending of the colours. But I like that. How awesome would that look in alcohol inks, which is what I was going to originally do. But I'm going to definitely pour this again because I've got some ideas. But yeah, I love it. And I love that. I love pink and green together. I'm sure it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I like it. I think it's pretty and it's different. All right, I'm going to get this plate out because this was just a spare of the moment, and I just randomly brushed on some glitter. I think it came the other day and I was just trying it out. So I'm not sure what this will look like, but it should be different. Hopefully it's pretty. And that one just came from Temu or Shein. Okay, let's have a look. Ooh, that is so pretty. I'm not sure I like that big blob, but we can fix that. I've got just the thing. Yeah, that glitter's bright, but what a clash of colours. Oh. Should be able to rescue it. We'll see. I don't even know if I want to rescue it. Yeah, that's terrible. Very different. Bump. Okay, let's get our little turtle out. So this is again another Temu mould. Ah, Tootie. So cute. This little shell. Look how tiny that is. Super clear. So yeah, you are supposed to, it's a little bit big. And I remember now that, don't pour it all the way, but it doesn't really matter, it still works. I will trim it down a little bit. But yeah, isn't it cute? Love it. Oops. Okay, let's get out our water ripple pendants. I'm not sure how they'll look. Oh, that one's pretty. You can see that interference red sitting on top of the flamingo pink. Now, I didn't pour these all the way, so I was just basically trying to use up my resin. Nice little patch of green on the side for something different. So reminds me of watermelon. Whoop. And look at this one. Ooh, it's got some cool effects in it. Love it. Let me know in the comments which ones you like or what you would do with them. Shall I try and save this? Oh, decisions. All right, let me just pack this up and I'll show you what we're doing next with our other turtles. So I've got out this cute UD DTF sticker and I thought we could disguise that ugliness with this cute granny sticker. So basically just popped it on here, doesn't have to be perfect, and just sort of traced around because we will be cutting off the excess. So I'll give that a quick snip. Oh, sorry, got my fan going and I've just had a cockatiel come flying in here till she discovered the fan was on and she's gone. Oh, I nearly had a splattered bird. Goodness me. Okay, hopefully that's pretty good. And got my little X-Acto knife so we can cut what we need to once we get this into position. Why is that not coming off? Gosh. Oh, come on. See it? Peeled the back off. Just want to see. Yeah, that's better, I think, like that. No, it's down. Bugger. Should be alright. So I've just got my, excuse me, gosh. Oh, just got my little scraper thing. Just makes it a bit easier, especially with these curved bits. Just so I can push that down. Good. Get right into that edge. And then I'll go around it with my X-Acto. Some of the flowers I'm going to leave up, and then some of this I'll cut off. But I'll have to do that off screen because you'll be able to see otherwise, but that's made a heck of a difference already. Let me just go and quickly trim this and I'll be back. Okay, so it looks heaps better already. Another rub. So I just ran around the edge with my X-Acto knife, just pulled off the excess. Happy with that. Just pick up that little bit of plastic that's covering the top. Oh, excuse me. It. And I will be sealing this with a little bit of clear resin. I won't be doing it today, but just next time I have a little bit of clear resin left over, I'll just put the thinnest layer in my little plate. But it's turned out heaps better. It's 100% now, don't you think? Look at that. Much better. And I might even go around the detailed bits in some buff and rub, or rub and buff I should say. I always call that buff and rub. It's rub and buff. There's different other products on the line, same thing, that you can use if you don't have that. Or you can do it with your paint pan, whatever. Got a couple of little air bubbles, but you can always slip them with your X-Acto knife. But I won't do that now because I'll end up buggering it up, seeing I can't see what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm happy with that now. That green with that little bit of pink looks so much better. And then the red gold blends in with the colouring of the DTF. What do you guys reckon? Much better. Okay, so I'm going to finish our little shakers. All I did with these, just highlighted the mouth with my white paint pen. These ones didn't have the little indents for the eyes or the mouth, so I just drew them on. And then I just stuck on some little lure eyes. So they've all got the little eyes. I've also given them a trim with my deburring tool. Still got to finish this one. And hopefully you can see that. I put a few bits and pieces in the same colours. And the eyes, cute or what? I love it. So let's do these ones, hey? So I've just got a whole heap of pearls and things. Find a little spoon. A few of those in. Put less in that one because it's so tiny. Same with our micro pearls. Got all these from Temu. You can get them anywhere. Shein, eBay. Oops. It's not easy to put too many in. A couple of the bigger size diamonds. And some pearls. These ones are always hard to get out. For some reason they've just got heaps of static. So I'm going to get the little ones. It's easy probably to put some in a cup. One big one, or bigger one, I should say. And what else have we got? Put the flour. And I'll put green leaf. Gonna have some greenery in there. Oh, what's sticking to me? Decisions. Oh, green flower. Get that big leaf out. Okay. What else have we got? Little green ice cream. And I think it's enough in that one. Might be enough in that one too now. Is there something else I can find? Oh, turtle. Put that little turtle in that one. Put this little one in this one. I'll put that one in as well. Put that little diamond in that one. Why not? Cute. Okay, so what we do now is I'm just using my UV from Let's Resin. This is the bonding type. Basically, just going to go around that little lip where the shell sits. Should have my gloves on, but I don't. So put a bit on and then just spreading it around. And then I just want to make sure my shell is facing the same way as that turtle. And just sort of moving it around a bit just to push that UV around. Quickly do this one before the UV sets from my overhead light. This one, oh, it sort of sits on the top. It doesn't sit in that lip because I over poured it. So I'm just going to make sure I go around the top edge. And don't shake it until we've dried our UV. Get a bit of a push around. Make sure it's all coated. Wipe some isopropyl alcohol, clean up my mess. grab our little handy dandy Let's Resin UV torch. So it takes about 10 seconds. This bonding UV, it's awesome. But I will pop it under my heat lamp as well. So I'm just sort of pushing it down with my finger so it doesn't move until I get it bonded. Okay, I'll pop this under my UV lamp and we'll come back and do the eyes. Okay, so that's that one done, this one done. Got all our shakers. Let's get our glue, our lure eyes. Again, get these from Temu and Shein, all different sizes. And we just stick on ones. So I'll just find the same ones, those ones. And I'll just be using the tiniest ones. So these don't actually have the little indentations where the eyes go, so I'm just going to wing it. A couple of drops of my glue, B6000. Again, get that from Temu. It's just a rip off of the E6000. And then I just use my little weeding tool to get the eye off. God, a little bug flying around here, so annoying. Go away. There's always one. Just make sure they're in place. Oh, a bit of excess glue, just pop that off. Cool. A little pen, draw a little mouth, and then we're done, skis. There we go. I'll have to go over that again once it's dry. That's all our turtles complete. So I'm not going to do anything with these, they'll just be fillers. My frame, I'm going to find a picture for it, and I'll probably put it backing on and a stand, or just make that up with a bit, possibly cardboard or something. Laminate a photo, pop that in, then I won't have to worry about a front. This is going to be a present anyway, so I'll get that finished, but I just need to deburr. So if you've seen everybody else use the deburring tool, I actually don't use it the same as everyone else, and it's a much easier method. I've got a full video about it. I'll link it in the description box, and it's also on my homepage of my YouTube if you go and check it out. But basically you don't want to use your deburring tool, whether it's, I started with this one and I've had it for about 8 years and it's still got the same blade, even though it comes with a different blade. And these are awesome because you don't cut yourself with these like you would with your X-Acto knife. But these weren't made for resin, so they cut into resin like there's no tomorrow. If you've ever used one on resin, you probably know what I'm talking about. They'll take chunks out, especially if you try and use it like this, like you've seen everyone use it, which I call a potato peeling method. You don't want to do that. What you want to do, hold the blade and just let that end bit just fall in your hand. Just hang on to the blade and light pressure. Don't try and force it, because this thing was made to cut metal, pipes and things, not soft resin. When the resin gets real hard, sometimes it's easier to use it than when you just demold it straight away, so you may have to wait a couple of days. But you just want to go at that. You probably think I'm not getting anything off, but look at that. That was the lightest pressure, and see and you've got less likely chance to slip and scratch when you're holding it like that. And it's just so easy. And it just takes it off clean. No big chunks. Easy if you hold it, rest it on the ground. But yeah, look at that. Hopefully you can see how much is coming off. And look, no chunks. Just by holding the blade makes life so much easier. If you haven't tried it, give it a go. It'll change your life, honestly. Much easier way of using it. No pressure, and it's just taking that edge off. If you use an emery board, you'll get a big, thick, blunt edge. If you use that, you get a nice, smooth edge. And I usually just get my finger with some isopropyl alcohol on it and just run it around the edge then, and it's clean. So yeah, have a go. Deburring tool. It's awesome if you use it properly. Alright, well thanks heaps for watching everyone. Stay tuned to the photos. Thank you IntoResin for sending me the beautiful molds. I've got discount code and links in my description box, so go and check it out if you'd like to get one of these. Thank you to all my members and subscribers as always, and if you haven't subscribed, hit that button please, because it helps my channel out immensely and I'd be greatly appreciative. So thanks again for watching everyone, and I shall see you soon for the next video. Bye.